Hey everyone, Andy with Barchefs. I'm going to show you how to operate the standard Barchefs motion controller today. The first thing you'll notice when it comes, there is a plastic tab right here in the back where the battery goes. You can change this by simply depressing this and sliding it out and putting in your battery. It won't work until you do that, of course. So going from right to left here at the top, we're going to start with this button is the on and off button. If you see I have some products already on, if I hit that button, it's going to power it off. Now, the next button, let's turn it back on, is a WWW, and that means white and warm white. And it's simply going to go through a hot and a cool blue or white. On our products, it's going to look more of a high blue. The next thing you're going to see is brightness. If I turn that all the way down, it lowers the brightness to the lower setting, and if I put it all the way up, it's to the highest setting. Next, we see a button that says IC set. You should not have to do this very often, as we program these straight from the factory, already programmed. But if you accidentally do mess it up, what that does is when you push IC, you're going to notice your table turns white. And when it's in the IC mode setting, you can use the arrows and you can go down or up. And if I go down, 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 you see the lights start disappearing. You want to actually stop. You want to go back up and stop so that every light is actually lit. This is what's telling the controller how many lights are in your system. It's better to always be, one past, of course. But if you can open your product up and look, you want to be dead on the number required, and then you want to get off of the IC mode and not interfere with that anymore. The next one coming down is called CS. CS stands for Color Select. This is simply going to circulate through all solid colors, or 16 solid colors set in the remote, and it will just go through as you hit the button. Under it, you'll see C3, C7, and C16, and it's just like it sounds. So you can do a 3-color static mode. I can do a 7-color static or a 16-color static. So why would I want those non-moving static combinations like that? This will come to be important as you start to learn the moving functions in your remote. So if I go to one single solid color, let's take this blue, I can use any of the 10 moving programs. If I start from the bottom, well, that's our first program, and I can also reverse the direction by simply going to the other side. You see that? This makes it alternate directions. Now, if I go to the next program, it will run through its sequence. Again, I can reverse it. Then the third program, it's just a different mode. And the fourth program. Now, if I use this very top one where it's got the colors, the green one, this is a 2-color combination, so it will do the blue mixed with green. If I press the button again, it goes away, it goes to blue, then it's going to come to all 16 shades. It's going to slowly rotate. You can see it going to red. So this allows you to use any 2-color combination. Your color selected will always be your background color, and when you press it again, it'll always change the movement. Next, if I show you back to that 3-color feature, and then I choose starting at the bottom, it's going to use those 3 colors. Next program up, it will circulate through those 3 colors. Next button. And next button. Again, it circulates. And then we get to the last one. As I said, this uses the color set as the background color, so it's going to use those 3 colors as your background mode, and you'll see it circulate through them. So you can really achieve hundreds of visuals using the the CS, the C3, C7, the C16 in combination with a movement program. As we get over here, the auto button will simply rotate through every available color change mode in the remote automatically. It'll spend a few seconds on each one. You can see it just changed. It's probably about 5 seconds on each program. This button here is what I call rainbow mode. That's going to put it on full color gradient. The next button is a simple flash mode. And again, I can speed that up. So it's a little bit quicker. And again, I've got it on the color change mode, but I could set it to a solid, and I could use flash again, and you'll see it just stays with that color. A lot of cool options. I've also got jump. So it's going to flash green because that's what we left on. And let's say I want it to do the 7 color jump now. I'll go to 7 color and I'll hit jump again, and it will rotate through those. The last one on here at the very bottom is meteor. There it is in a solid. And if we slow it down, it's a little more pleasing to the eye. So if you have more questions about the remote, you can email us at sales@barchefs.com, but hopefully that gets you the basics, gets you going. As far as the sensor, this does use an IR sensor. That means that it is directional. The sensors for different products are located in different areas, but they're usually fairly easy to hit. So you do have to point somewhat at your product though. For example, I can't point over here, it's not going to work. I'm going to have to point at the table. Thanks for tuning in, guys. For more information, visit barchefs.com.